All right, guys. So, if you're dealing with a narcissist, you are dealing with a dead man walking or dead woman walking. Okay? You're under spiritual warfare. You are dealing with a demonic spirit. The person that you have in front of you, that is just this body, the vessel, the avatar. But there is more happening behind the scenes spiritually that you're not aware of. There's a lot happening behind that you're not aware of. The narcissist is secretly planning and plotting for your demise. Okay, let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in. You can do your own research, educate yourself, go get some information. There are some people who talk about narcissism from a psychological, mental perspective, but on this channel we talk about the spiritual perspective. Okay. You're under demonic warfare. You are at the forefront, and that narcissist wants you gone. Have you guys ever seen these zombie movies? You know, these zombies. You guys have seen these movies. There's a movie, I think it was World War Z. If you're seen in a zombie movie, you are dealing with a zombie. Okay? That person died a long time ago. They have just not yet been buried. But they have died so many years ago. They do not have a soul. They don't have a soul. They don't have conscience. They are spiritually disconnected. So they are moving from one place to another. They are boats. You're dealing with a boat. Okay? You have a narcissist and you see them. They cannot get out of hospitals. Every other week they're in the hospital with different medication, taking some medication. Something with their kidney, something with their heart, something with their veins, something with their head, migraines. I don't know, whatever is going on. These people, they have died a long time ago, ladies and gentlemen. But they haven't yet been buried. But he's just a dead man walking. And you see, one of the dangers of dealing with these people, those demonic spirits are using that person to break you. Ladies and gentlemen, when I left a narcissist, you couldn't look at me. You could not look at me, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you see Denzomos now, the Denzomos you're seeing 5 years later, it wasn't the Denzomos that was 5 years ago. There was a different type of Denzomos. My teeth was falling out. I lost a couple of teeth. I've done a video on that. Gum disease. I got gum disease. My digestive system was in pieces. My skin, I don't know those things. Is it acne or what do they call those things? When you have this irritation on your skin, you couldn't look at me. When I tell you couldn't look at me, ladies and gentlemen, you would know I have been in the battle. Okay? So you departing from a narcissist is the beginning of your win. You have started winning. You're going to walk a race. It's going to be a very long healing, painful healing process. It's going to be a race to heal. You'll get back in shape, but it's going to be a very long walk. Now, when you meet these narcissists, one of the things you will hear, pay attention and listen. You know, sometimes when you meet a person, you get so excited. A lot of you guys are out there. You know, you get excited. Oh, tell me about you. What about your ex? And sometimes they will tell you things like, you know, the ex. Oh, there's this ex passed away, and they're laughing about it. For them, it's not even like they are not bothered if the ex passed away or what they are doing. Some of them will tell you things like, oh, the ex is in a mental institution, what do they call, psychiatric hospital. You know, some of them, they are living on the streets. Now you're trying to find out the story. Slowly, you're asking some questions. And they're telling you things like, oh, you know, he was a good guy. And then eventually he started drinking. He started drinking. He started using drugs. Now he's in a mental institution, or maybe they are homeless, living somewhere on the streets. When a person leaves a narcissist, nobody wants you. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants to date you. You're looking horrible, you know? You are looking horrible. Nobody wants even to look at you. There's no one going to date you. You see, a narcissist is a person who, they will stab you in the back, and then they will turn around and come in front of you. Then they'll ask you, why are you bleeding? So they will stab you, and they're going to ask you, why are you bleeding? And they may not even walk with you to the hospital, you know? These people, you are in the battle of your mind. You are undergoing a battle of the mind. They want to make sure that they destroy your mental to the degree that no one will ever be able to recognize you. Now, you see, like I've told you, the narcissist lost their soul many years ago. So you're just dealing with a little child, immature little child. They're emotionally immature, okay? It's like the baby. When you see the babies, why sometimes you see these babies, when they want something, they are going to start rolling on the ground and screaming and crying, and you know, so that you can give them some milk. That is what the narcissist is. A very little immature child. They didn't develop emotionally, and they have chosen a path. They have taken a decision at some point in their lives. I don't know what happened. Trauma. It's trauma related. So they took a choice. They made a choice to do evil. And the moment you choose evil, you best believe you're going to be doing the devil's work. So at that particular moment in time, a person is going to allow to be taken over by demonic spirits. And when you get into contact with that person, I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to go to work. They are going to go to work straight away. They don't have time to waste. Now, when these people are doing these things, destroying you mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, they are doing this bit by bit. So, because I've told you, these people don't want to be discovered. Those individuals, they don't want to be discovered. It's why sometimes you've been with a narcissist. Let's say, for example, you have awakened after 20 years. You've been enduring abuse for 20 years. Then you woke up. And now you're looking around and you're seeing this person that you was married to. They have been destroying you behind the scenes. But you wasn't able to see this, because one of the things those people do when they get into your life, they will put you to sleep. I had a question, one of the subscribers asked me, what is this thing you say, putting to sleep? They're going to put you to sleep. They are going to manipulate you, and something is going to shut down in your brain. And you are going to be in some kind of a slumber state. You will be asleep, okay? You will be awake, of course, your eyes are open. You wake up, you take a tea, maybe you make a coffee. You know, you can drop the kids off and stuff, but you're going to be asleep. You will not be conscious because this thing is happening subconsciously. It's happening subconsciously. So the abuse has already sunk in very deep into your head, and whatever is going on is very deep in your brain and is unconscious. So sometimes you don't even realize you're being abused. You know? It's just a matter of time until you start to realize that your organs are shutting down, because I've told you these are zombies. You know? I like saying things as it is. So your body organs are starting to shut down. You're starting to have kidney problems. Something with the gallbladder, something with your heart, something with the liver. You're starting to get all these sicknesses. You are being infected by these demons. These demons are infecting you, and they're the ones causing all these health problems, all these health issues in your system. Your system is shutting down. You know? You was a healthy person. You met them, you was, vibrant. Used to work out, go to the gym, do these beautiful things. Now all of a sudden, slowly, you're starting to stay home. Sometimes you can't even make it to the job. You can't make it to work. You're there suffering. Sometimes you can't get out of bed. You've forgotten to cook the dinner. There is nothing is happening. Your life has shut down, literally. Your life has shut down. And you barely understand what is happening. This is not who you was before. And you see, this demon is out there now, on the other side looking at you, asking you all these questions. Why don't you wake up? Why are you sleeping too long? What is wrong with your body? What is wrong with this? What is wrong with that? Why are you always sick? And it is that same demon that has been destroying you behind the scenes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're with a narcissist, please, okay, I know you don't know, we all didn't know. We was fighting these spiritual battles, unknown battles we didn't even know about. So if you know, you start to see these signs, this person is a narcissist, or many of you guys who have started dating, you met this guy, whatever, man or woman, they came with a suit. The devil comes wearing, the devil comes dressed in a suit. The devil doesn't come dressed in these black clothes and what, and you think that, okay. They come dressed in a suit and a beautiful dress. Now, the makeup and stuff like that. But when you look closer, ladies and gentlemen, when your spiritual eyes are open, you will know that there's something beyond that mask. Okay? Because one of the things I've learned, when you continue to educate yourself about narcissistic abuse, you will be able to read these signs. Because these people, they have the same playbook. Okay? They're using the same playbook. The one in Japan, that narcissist in Japan is going to be the same narcissist in China, doing the same things, the same one in Germany, the same one in Denmark, the same one in Norway. You will realize that there's victims all around the world. And they're all talking about the same story. It's the same story, ladies and gentlemen. They're reading from the same playbook. You will think in your mind, these people have been reading the same book. The story is similar, and the story is very disturbing. You can talk to all the victims of abuse. The only thing what has been different was the location. Maybe somebody was in Germany, somebody used to live in China, somebody was in Asia, but the story is the same. It's the same playbook. The narcissist, secretly, they have been planning to destroy you. Did you guys actually know that there are some victims of abuse that never survived? Did you know there is victims of narcissistic abuse who didn't survive, who didn't make it? Some of them have passed away. Did you know that a lot of these people, even some of them committing suicide? They don't teach you these things in school. The only thing you will hear people, oh, this one committed suicide, they did this. Did you know some of those people even who are committing suicide, you are taking a closer look, and you're seeing those people have taken their lives because they have been mentally broken, and they feel they don't have any other reason to survive. Because I've told you, these are dead man walking. So when you're dealing with the dead man walking, they are dragging you slowly, step by step, onto that same path because they want you to go. They want you gone. So you're not with a narcissist, and you're going to think that they have gotten a plan to, build you up, help you in different ways, improve your life and stuff like that. How can a person improve your life when they do not have a life of their own? The reason why they are still alive is because they are sucking and they are sapping your energy. So it is your energy which is keeping them alive. This reason was why you see a lot of these narcissistic people, they attach themselves to healthy people, empathic people, people who have got a lot to offer, because they know on a really spiritual soul level, they have nothing left inside of them. They don't have a soul. So they are going to cling on to you, and they are going to hook you in spiritually, and they are going to start draining your energy. Is why sometimes at the end of narcissistic abuse, you cannot recognize that victim. When you see those people, how they look like, they are almost, it was like they have already sucked 85% of their life out of them. They are just left with a small percentage to die. Some of you guys have been with narcissists. In one of my earlier sessions many years ago, maybe 4 years ago, this narcissist even poisoned their partner. They poisoned their drink. They wanted the person to die. And you think that you're with a healthy person. Somebody was poisoned by their partner because the partner wanted them to die so that they can take over this inheritance. This person has homes and stuff. They wanted to take over this stuff, and they was trying to kill that person to get them out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're dealing with a narcissist, start walking, okay? I don't know, you want to walk, you want to crawl, maybe you want to run. You need to start moving. I don't care what you think about the person. Your father, yes, you know their name, you know who they are, what they look like. Your mother, I don't know, your brother, your sister. If he's a narcissist, you had better start walking, because one day you will wake up and you realize you should have left a long time ago, because you will see you are losing your soul bit by bit. The end game of the narcissist, or any form of, these people, psychopaths and sociopaths, the end game of these people is to get you out of the way. They want you gone. And what is the most difficult thing, even painful thing with these zombies? The most painful thing you will ever discover, the moment they have finished sucking the soul out of you, you have no more energy left to offer or to give. They are going to dump you off. They can even dump you off at the side of the road. And in the next day, even that same evening, you are going to see them, they have already attached themselves to somebody else. You did not exist in their life. The narcissist was not there. From the very beginning, you have been living with a robot. You have been with a bot. You have been with a zombie. That zombie does not care about you. They cannot love you. They are not capable of love. Demonic spirits are not capable of love. The only thing they care for is what they can get out of you. Most importantly, they need your energy and resources. And once those things are drained out of you, they can dump you off at the side of the road, and they're going to find themselves to the next victim, and the cycle will be repeat. The cycle is going to be on repeat. So it's a very difficult cycle, ladies and gentlemen, painful cycle. And if you're not careful, like I've said, there is people who have lost their lives in the line of duty. So do not be that person who is ignorant and, you just hear these things. Sometimes you're seeing these videos. The coaches are telling you to walk away. And you're like, oh, but it's my mother. Oh, but it's my father. Your father, the only thing you can see is the name. The name and what they look like in the pictures or whatever. But those people, they are gone. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't have a soul. You are dealing with a bot, an unconscious being, demonic spirit. They have allowed spirits. They have offered their bodies as vessels for these demonic spirits. And these demonic spirits, they do not have any intention, regardless of what that person is, what you think the person is. That person, they many years ago, they lost their soul. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing you can do. That demonic spirit has been attacking you behind the scenes. They're the ones who have been plotting your job failures. They're the ones who have been plotting your sicknesses. Because they are dead already, you know. So you are going to get infected with these demonic spirits. Do you know how long? A lot of people who are surviving, they can testify. Do you know how long it takes to heal after narcissistic abuse? Do you know how much work a person has got to put in? Do you know how many therapies they have, how many sessions of therapy they have got to go through to recover? I don't even believe anybody has recovered 100% from narcissistic abuse. You will recover, of course, 20, 30, 40, 50, depending on the work you put in. But you cannot fully recover because that thing is very deep. It's a spiritual illness. You are detoxing from these spirits, demonic spirits. You're coming out to become the better version of yourself. So there's a lot of work that is going to be done. You have been under spiritual warfare. It has been a battle for your soul. The narcissist knew who you were. The very beginning you met them, they knew who you were. They knew that you have got good intentions. They knew that you got a good heart. And for them, that was food. You see, there's a difference between when you hear people talking about this energy, supply, fuel, and stuff like that. The narcissist only identified you as a subject that is going to be in their lives and provide them with the fuel. It was nothing to do with love or they care about you. They know how to play, you know, they know how to pretend and play. They can play that game a little bit in the beginning. Oh, you know, I care about you, your welfare, your what? They do not. They haven't done that from the beginning of time. You just wasn't aware of it. So it's time to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Be mindful of the people that you're dating. Okay? There is millions and millions and millions of narcissists around the world. You have to be careful. If you need somebody, take your time to do the investigation. Do your research. Ask the questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions, ladies and gentlemen. There is no problem to asking questions when you're trying to commit. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who is going to be dealing with that commitment. And it's going to be years of trauma bonds before you're able to break free. So ask the questions. If they're talking about somebody died, they're laughing about it. They're joking about their ex who is in a mental institution. You're dealing with a zombie. Okay? Now, I'm not saying everybody who has got a person that passed away it was something to do with them. Okay? Like I've said, do your own research and investigate. Get some information. Ask people. Ask their family members, somebody who knows them. Get as much information as you need before you commit to all those kind of individuals, because a lot of these people, they are looking for souls like you. They are energy vampires. They need to feed. I've told you they are zombies. So for them to live and survive, they have got to feed off of other people's energy. That is their survival mechanism. If there's nothing else to feed on, they will collapse. And you may see them getting buried the next day. They have already passed away. So the only way to keep on moving and walking around and try to do the regular things is when they attach themselves to a beautiful soul like you. That is how they survive. It's their survival mechanism. Okay? So let us know what you think about the video. Don't get trapped. Time to wake up. Do your research. There is a lot of information out there. But the moment it clicks in your mind, you're dealing with a narcissist, it's time to go. As a matter of fact, you should have left as soon as yesterday. Like the page, share, and subscribe. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session, donate, or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Demise signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.